Arise, awake, and stop not till your goal is reached. UPSC 2024 prelims exam is barely 300 days away. 300 days, out of which 180 days you have to spend for dedicated preparation of prelims and mains. You have to do your optional also alongside. And the rest 120 days you have to spend specially on prelims exam. 2023 civil service exams prelims was one of the most difficult prelims ever. When I saw the paper, I felt the questions were really difficult. The pattern was different. Elimination technique itself was eliminated. Then how can we change our strategy? How can we modify it so that we can actually score really good score in 2024 exam? First things first, before I continue the lecture and start chit chat with you and provide you some knowledge regarding the strategy which you should follow for 2024 exam, let me introduce myself. My name is Vasu Katara. I've been an assistant professor in various colleges and universities across India. I've taught UPSC aspirants for the past 5-6 years. I've taught around 50,000 students. Not just that, I myself have been a student. I've appeared in the prelim stage, in the main stage, have given the interview also, but couldn't finally clear it. But nonetheless, I'm mentoring and guiding students like you to excel in this exam. Now, to excel and to achieve excellence, you need hard work, you need persistence, but much more than that, you need consistency, dedication, and hard work. I'm going to guide you about how to work hard as well as in a smart way to clear UPSC civil service exam. First things first, what best strategy you can create? See, UPSC is an unpredictable exam. It's an uncertain exam. And every year difficult questions are asked. Like in 2023, the pattern was different from the previous attempts, from the previous exams. One pair, two pair, three pair type of questions were asked. And once you even clear this prelims exam, the mains itself is a big challenge. Reason being, you have to write a whole subjective answer and it has to be factually and conceptually correct. And without knowing the fact and the concept, you cannot write a good answer. So first, there are 3 stages to the UPSC civil service exam. The 2024 exam will be held in these 3 stages. First stage is your prelim stage. Prelims has 2 papers which happens on the same day. The first one is GS, General Studies, where history, polity, economics, geography, science and technology, current affairs, as well as environment and ecology based questions are asked. In the second paper, you have CSAT. CSAT means Civil Service Aptitude Test. And looking at the 2023 CSAT paper, which was very difficult, let's just eliminate the S. Let's call it CAT only, na? Because the level of difficulty was so tough. CSAT had questions from English, from reasoning, from quantitative ability. The quant questions were really difficult. Once I saw the exam, I saw the questions, I myself felt that this is a little biased towards those who have not learned mathematics in their school or college. Nonetheless, we have to prepare for it. So in prelims, these 2 papers happen on one single day. Both the exams are of how many hours? These are of 100 questions are there and 2 marks is allotted for one question. So 200 marks each, 200 plus 200. But the GS1 paper, only the marks of GS1 paper is calculated towards merit, and those who clear prelims, they move to the mains stage. CSAT is just qualifying in nature. So out of 200, you just have to score 67. All right. And I see many of you very curious souls are writing something in the comment box. I'll take your doubts also, but let me just figure out what is your problem statement, how I can actually help you so that I can really provide a solution to you. So before going ahead, the prelim stage, I just told you 2 papers are there and both exams 200 marks, 200 marks. GS1 100 questions, 2 marks each. 1/3 is your negative marking, and CSAT has 80 questions, out of which one question is of 2.5 marks. and same 1/3 negative marking is there. In the mains exam, in the main stage, you have multiple exams. First one is your English compulsory paper. Well, it's a compulsory paper and a qualifying paper. Everybody who are writing the civil service exam, they have to appear in it and they have to get minimum qualifying marks so that they can move to the next stage. Second, your regional language. Now, it might be Hindi, it might be Telugu, it might be Tamil, it might be Kannada, it might be Gujarati, Marathi, whatever. Whatever your regional language is, you can choose, right? These two papers are qualifying in nature, which you have to get, where you have to get minimum marks. Third one, that is your essay. Now, essay is also of 250 marks. Two essays are there, 125 into 2, which means one essay is of 125 marks and total you get 250 marks. Fourth, fifth, sixth, and seventh, I am writing them together. These are GS papers. General Studies 1, General Studies 2, General Studies 3, General Studies 4. These are the 4 papers. GS 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 includes geography, sociology, history. GS2 includes your polity, which includes constitution, legal rights, etc. It includes governance, how the country runs, how can you apply e-governance in the development of the country. You have IR, international relations, which includes various international bodies, their relationship with India, India at a global level, India at a bilateral, multilateral level, and all about Indian diaspora. The next paper, that is GS paper 3, includes science and technology, disaster management, economics, internal security, and environment ecology. And the fourth exam, GS paper 4, it is ethics, integrity, and aptitude, which includes ethics, the application of ethics in our day-to-day life. As a civil servant, you have to be ethical. You need strong probity in governance. You need courage. You need a character of hardworking nature. You need to be non-partisan, and you should be completely honest and dedicated to your service. As a civil servant, India needs honest officers. Your knowledge about India's administration and your inner courage and probity is checked in this exam, whether you are a person of integrity or not, whether you are an honest person or not. If you can think about these things which are asked in the case studies of ethics, you can write them also. When you are writing them without thinking much about it, it means that you are a person of integrity. Let me explain. If I think something is X, I cannot start writing Y. If my personality is X, X will appear on paper also if I write about something. That is why people who post radical thoughts on social media, who write negative things about other people, they're basically showing their mind, because they are like that only, they think like that only. So you cannot cheat the ethics paper. This is at least what UPSC says, right? We have seen a fair share of corrupt people in the administration who have cleared the ethics exam but are very, very corrupt. Nonetheless, you have to prepare it for the exam, right? So GS 1, 2, 3, 4, these are very important. GS is the iron gate of civil service exam. People call prelims as the iron gate. I'm calling GS, general studies, where history, polity, economics, science, geography, all these subjects are considered to be iron gate. If you open the gate, then you're well within a position to score a good rank. And the most important thing, you can get marks in GS paper 1, you can get marks in GS paper 2, GS 3, GS 4. But if you don't score good enough in the optional subject, because optional carries a weightage of 500 marks out of 1750. 500 is not a small portion. You have two papers, paper 1, which is of 250 marks, paper 2, again, you guess that right, 250 marks. Same optional, one optional subject. It can be medical science, it can be commerce accountancy, it can be geography, it can be political science, international relations, it can be philosophy, psychology, it can be history, geography, and so forth. Anthropology, PubAd, different options are there. So it's your choice. It's basically dependent on 3 factors. First, you have your background subject. Let's say somebody has a background in physics, so they take physics. Somebody has a background in mathematics, so they mathematics in their optional subject as their optional subject. Somebody who has done commerce, they take commerce. But if you don't want to choose your optional as your background, the second consideration you can take is interest area. Like I'm someone who likes reading about history, so I can choose the history optional. Reason? History is something which interests and excites you, then go for it. Third, if background is not your choice, you're not choosing your background subject. If you don't have interest in one single subject and you are agnostic about various subjects, like you prefer taking sociology, you prefer taking PSIR, you're not sure which is the best one for you. The third factor which you should consider is the teacher availability, the notes availability, what type of teachers are available, are they good enough for you, are you able to understand what they are teaching, are they providing notes so that you can quickly revise without reading multiple books. This can be your third consideration. And this, once this decision is taken, well, some people say that deciding about optional is a very crucial decision, as big as deciding about your marriage, whom to marry. Indeed, taking optional subject is like marrying someone. If you make the right choice, you'll succeed. If you don't make the right choice, it will be very painful for you. So do choose and do decide which subject is the best one for you. I hope you understand. Now, how to decide? This is an era of IT, information technology. YouTube is booming with various teachers and their videos. Just go and watch their demo lectures. I'm not asking you to buy something. Just watch the demo lectures. Look at what the teacher is teaching. Look at the previous year questions of these subjects and see whether you are able to grasp what has been asked or what can be asked. If you are able to grasp, then for sure you have to choose that subject which you are understanding properly. If you're not able to grasp, move to the next one, right? So this can be a criteria to choose which is the best option for you. Now, once you start studying, you'll face an issue. What to learn? How to learn? Someone just said this to me once I started preparation, that Vasu, everything is important for UPSC, everything under the sun. I went to a uh, very intelligent, very motivated mentor, teacher. When I decided to prepare for UPSC exam, he told me, you need to realize that success in UPSC depends on various factors, which includes your skill set, your aptitude, your attitude, along with the conceptual clarity. But how to gain that conceptual clarity? First, you should have three missions in your life. Mission number one, first mission is to score at least 100 marks in the prelims exam. Mission number two, that you score 800 or 850 marks in your mains exam. I know it sounds very easy. It is not easy. It's difficult to score 850. It's very difficult to score 400 marks in GS 1, 2, 3, 4 combined. To score 100 marks each, it's difficult, but it's not impossible. You can do it with a good amount of hard work and proper guidance and proper knowledge. 850 marks you should score at the mains level. Third one, you have interview. Try to get 180 to 190 marks in interview. Nobody can, I repeat and I emphasize it deeply. Listen. Open your ears and listen. Nobody can stop your selection if you score good marks in the prelim stage, in the mains exam stage, and in the interview stage. This should be the minimum target which you should have. Three missions you have. Mission 1, prelims, 100 marks you should score. Mission 2, mains, 850 marks. And mission 3, 190 marks in the interview. It sounds easy. It is not easy. It requires persistence. It requires consistency, dedicated and determined effort. Now, what books to refer? After this, I will discuss how to write answers. First, let's get clarity on which books you should refer to. and how should you prepare the subjects. First thing, for polity, Lakshmikant is the most important book, you all know. Add DD Basu with it, and to create a strong foundation, a strong base, please read the 6th to 12th NCRTs. Once you do this and read newspaper daily and try to connect whatever is happening in the Indian political arena. Now, somebody murdered another person. This is not important news for you. But somebody spoke about a constitutional body, like you have Election Commission, like you have Supreme Court, High Courts, CAG. You should know about these bodies as they are mentioned in the various books. No, simply polity, Lakshmikant, DD Basu, basic pillars. 6th to 12th NCRTs you have to cover. For the other subjects like economics, my subject, well, it is very important to read 9th to 12th class economics. If you want, you can supplement Tamil Nadu State Board economics books which are easy to understand. Third thing, 9th to 12th NCRTs are done or Tamil Nadu State books are done for economics. You should study Nitin Singhania or Sanjeev Verma or Ramesh Singh. These are the 3 books. Pick either one. All 3 are good. Let me just tell you and be very clear about it. All 3 are good books, but I personally prefer Nitin Singhania as it is easy to understand. 4th edition is the recent edition. Next, for history, what should you read? Ancient history. Well, for ancient history, you have R.S. Sharma, which you should read. A very good book, a very basic book. Medieval history, Satish Chandra. Well, you can supplement the Tamil Nadu State Board history books for history also. It's available. But I highly advise you that read R.S. Sharma, read Satish Chandra. And for modern history, well, you have Bipin Chandra. It's in novel format, so it's easy to understand. But it is not factual enough and facts are not consolidated properly. So Spectrum Publication has also produced a book for history, which is good. For ancient medieval, you have another book, Upinder Singh ma'am's book. And believe me, questions are directly picked from these books, from Upinder Singh. So if you study Upinder Singh, you'll get questions directly from this book, but reading this big, bulky book, which becomes quite boring. Having said that, you should read it, but it's boring. This is a caveat or a warning from my side. Okay, don't sleep while reading, right? Moving ahead. Art and culture is important component of history. We cannot ignore it. Art and culture includes, first, art and culture includes fine arts NCRT. Fine arts NCRT. Art and culture includes Nitin Singhania. Nitin Singhania. Fine arts NCRT and Nitin Singhania. These are the 2 books you should read. You should look at the images which are there in these 2 books. And art is about expression. Well, you cannot remember any monument but by just reading about it. You have to look at the image. You have to look at the Google image. Like for example, I talk about Rani Ki Vav. Look at the image of it on Google. If I tell you Kalbelia dance, you should know what exactly I'm saying. If I tell you Sankirtan, Band Pathar, various dance forms, regional and national and classical as well. You should watch a video on it, read it on internet, Google the image, and just feel what the dancers, what the performers must be feeling. Then only you can learn about art. Art is something about which you cannot memorize or rote learn. You can just understand and embrace. I hope you get my point, right? You go to Taj Mahal, you open a guide and read about it, or just look at the beauty. What magnificent monument it is. What do you do? Right? Next point. Art and culture done. Moving ahead. Well, you have now ethics. Ethics, you include 2 books in your preparation. These will be enough. Apart from that, read newspapers regularly so that you can give good examples. For ethics, you have Subbarao, which is a good book. Subbarao covers everything. Subbarao. Second, lexicon. Lexicon because it has basic terminologies which you can remember. Apart from that, read about various aspects of ethics, what honesty means for you, what courage means for you, what perseverance means for you, ethical thoughts of Gandhiji, ethical thoughts of B.R. Ambedkarji, ethical thoughts of Buddha, ethical thoughts of Mahavir Jain, ethical thoughts of Jesus Christ, ethical thoughts in various religious organizations, ethical thoughts of various thinkers, Socrates, Aristotle, Plato, Chanakya, such ethical thoughts of every big personality, every Indian and Western thinker, along with emotional intelligence, ethics in public administration, ethics in international relations. Why don't we bomb various countries? We have a nuclear bomb. Let's throw on our rival countries and get over with it. America did. America threw 2 atom bombs on Japan, didn't it? Why can't we do so? Because we are ethical. We have a no first use policy. We will not kill someone until they try to kill us. We can only use bombs in the defense of our country and not as an offensive tool. Now you understand why ethics are needed. And especially in international relations, India provided COVID medicine, COVID vaccine to other countries, to poor countries. India is considered pharmacy of the world. Why? Because we have that ethical character in us. We try to be ethical in every way possible. Ethics is needed in every dimension of life. Next point. Now, somebody is asking about IR, current affairs. No best book for it. Internal security, again current affairs. Well, theoretical part can be read from your coaching institute, books and magazines. Like StudyIQ provides IR and internal security books and magazines. Next thing, disaster management. Along with your geography subject, you can read. Which brings me to geography. Well, 6th to 12th geography NCRTs are important, especially the 11th, 12th NCRTs. These are very, very important. 11th, 12th NCRTs. Apart from this, people read G.C. Leong, Savinder Singh, Fuller, Majid Hussain, different books. I suggest first finish the NCRTs. Once you are done with it, read the StudyIQ Physical Geography and Indian Geography book, as it is a consolidation of various books which are there in the market. Read the physical and Indian geography. World geography you can do by looking at the atlas, at the map. Look at various countries, rivers which flow through them, the mountain ranges, their exact geological position, geographical position, and geological features, whether there is a volcano, whether there is a mountain chain, there is a plateau. Read about these things, learn about them by visualizing. Keep a atlas as your guide, or simply go on Google Earth and go crazy. I mean, we all love Google Earth. I do. I am telling you, I am an addict. I just can't absorbing the knowledge I can get from Google Earth, because you learn. Like today I learned about Kosovo. What is the exact location of Kosovo? It was in news. I learned about the mountain ranges in Turkey as it is called now. You do that every day, one country. World has nearly 200, 250 countries, right? Recognized and unrecognized. Just go and look at one country a day, right? One country one day, know about everything about that country, with what currency it follows, right? What is the geographical position, what are the boundary disputes, famous cities, conflict cities which are there in news, right? Read about them. Like if I say Zaporizhia, in an instant you should remember. I have read Zaporizhia when I was reading Ukraine. You got my point. If I say Black Sea, you should remember in one go which all countries surround Black Sea. So this is a practical thing which you should do moving further. Essay and ethics student is asking, I'll come to it. Essay writing, how it is to be done, I'll come to it. Next point. Once geography, ethics is done, you have science and technology. Science and technology is very much current based. But still, NCRTs from 6th to 12th has to be covered. All the NCRTs have to be covered. 6th to 12th class, newspaper on a daily basis you should read, and read newspaper. Don't just watch YouTube videos, which you always can do. But having said that, read newspaper on a daily basis, because the habit of reading is very important. Build that habit in you so that you can actually ensure that you can write good answers, you can recall what you have read, you can recall what you were reading, and write and frame a good answer. I'll tell you, when you read something, you are basically utilizing a lot of your brain power. And read actively. What I used to do, I used to read by talking loudly to myself. That, for example, I'm reading that President of India's power in the following article, whatever. I used to record my voice. Why? Because I can listen to it again. It's my voice. I can always understand what I have said, what I have told myself. First, you're reading, your brain will register it for the first time. When you re listen, your brain will register it again, and multiple revisions will happen. All right. Now, your next question, sir, how to write good answers in mains? Well, break your answer in three parts. First, obviously, is the introduction. In the introduction, put some data or definition or meaning. Definition can be put like, for example, I give you a question on cryptocurrency. What is cryptocurrency? A simple question. Now you'll tell me cryptocurrency is a currency built on the cryptographic platform, which uses blockchain technology, which ensures that data is stored at multiple places in one go, in multiple areas and in multiple servers in one go, and the person who have the key to the data which is encrypted, can open it, can access it. So you need a key to open the data because it's encrypted and it is not stored in a single server, it is in a decentralized ledger format. So you defined it, you gave the meaning or provide some data. If a question comes on India's youthful population, talk about India is the largest population in the world, we are the 5th largest GDP. Such data can be reproduced, right? So definition, data, meaning can be written. If it is asked, don't write anything unnecessary. Anything and everything is not to be written. Only those things which are necessary for you, for the paper. Relevant things gives you marks, not just filling the paper with whatever you think. No. Next, main body. In main body, your answer should be in various parts. First, well, you should know the features. And the question asks features of something. Let's say, for example, I'll give you an example. Features of BrahMos missile. Well, it's a supersonic missile, right? It can carry weight above 500 kilogram. I'm giving example to you, right? It can carry nuclear payload also. Army, Navy, and Air Force, all three can use it. These are features. Or you can remember the importance. Why is it important? What importance it carries? Next, advantages, merits. Why something is important? By remembering all these things about any concept, whatever UPSC asks, you can write a properly framed answer. You know why? Because UPSC can ask questions from these area only, either features or importance, or advantages, pros and cons, advantages and disadvantages, or in other words, merits or demerits, or in other words, pros and cons. They are restricted. They cannot ask anything more. What will they ask more apart from this? This is a logical concept. Then you can write about the challenges if they are asked. If they are not asked and a question is a vague one, don't get disturbed. Try to frame an answer mentally. If you don't know anything about the concept, like a question comes on allelopathy and you don't know what allelopathy is, don't risk it. Don't waste your time writing rubbish in the exam. Write whatever is relevant. We have to write relevant things, not rubbish things. You get what I'm saying? So, challenges, what government has done till date, government schemes, and what government can do more. What more is needed? As a bureaucrat, as an aspirant, I expect you to know about the solutions to various problems in India so that you can write about it, so that you can talk about it. Be a solution oriented person. not a person who just wants to finger point at the problems which are there in the country. So know about the solution, which solution is important. All right. Next point. You have written what more is needed. Finally, conclude your answer accordingly. Conclusion should be positive in nature. Like for example, in a nutshell, whatever you have written up on the in the answer above, whatever you have written, just talk about it that in a nutshell, this can be done. This is expected from the government or from the people, building awareness in people, right? Whatever the solution is, I'm just giving you an example. Solid waste management, it becomes a question in your paper. Talk about what government has done. Government has started the Swachh Bharat mission and various missions. Talk about the Clean India drive. Talk about people awareness, how toilets are being built and people are using them so that India can become a clean, a properly balanced, a properly managed country with clean sanitation facility available. So talk about positive aspects. Don't criticize the government unnecessary. You are going to be part of the government. Why to criticize them? One day you will be government. You will be within the government. So why to criticize it? So conclusion should be positive in nature. It should be solution oriented. This should be your pattern in the answer. Okay. Now before starting answers or before starting answer writing, first read all the subjects, read the basic books, cover everything. And if you need assistance in covering the syllabus, if you want tests so that regular checkup can be done on how you are performing, whether you are reading things properly, whether you are learning or not, to have a check on you. Like cricketers, before playing a match, they do net practice, right? It's your net practice that you give regular tests, you give answer writing practice tests, you give prelims test. Once you regularly attempt tests, you check whether whatever you have learned, is it relevant? Did you actually learn? And will you be able to score in the actual exam? So it's like a simulation. You're actually testing yourself in the tests. Do join a good test series. Read the books properly for all the subjects. Don't leave any subject. You just can't afford to leave even one subject. Earlier, people used to leave medieval history. Don't leave it now. One question, every question is important. One single mark, every mark is important. I've seen people not clearing the exam by 1 mark. I've seen people not clearing the exam by 0.33 marks. Don't become another sad story. Be a success story. All right. And if you need assistance, just connect with me. I'll show my Telegram ID to you. You can come, you can talk to me. I will provide you guidance. It is Vasu Katara Study IQ. Find me on Telegram. Vasu Katara Study IQ. You can mail me at vasu.katara@studyiq.com. Just shoot an email here. I'll revert. I'll give answer to whatever query, whatever question you have. If you want the best platform to prepare for UPSC Civil Service exam and you're not sure which exactly is the best platform, you are not sure whether you should go for online or offline coaching, you are not sure which institution you should join, then I will answer that I will first of all take your doubt. If you prefer offline, go for offline. If you can't afford offline coaching, 1 and 1.5 lakh rupees for just GS preparation, then definitely study IQ. As Lord Krishna was a Sarthi or charioteer or supporter to Arjuna during the Mahabharata, I will also be a guide, a person who guides you, who provides important information about the civil service exam. For that, go to studyiq.com or the app, go to the English batch. We have English bilingual, which is we have pure Hindi, we have pure English batch. In this pure English batch, well, the fees might be visible to you for 45,000. You need not pay that much. You just have to apply Vasu Live, VASU LIVE, because it's a live course, and this actually ensures that I provide continuous dedicated guidance to you every day. 10-15 minutes I'll be giving to you every day to mentor you, to guide you. For that, you have to apply Vasu Live admission discount code. Vasu Live admission discount code, once you apply, you get the necessary discount. It is available for 28,999. You get books for all the subjects. You get prelims test series, mains test series. You get prelims crash course, mains crash course. You get routine daily live class for 2.5 hours for one subject. We cover one subject a day. Within 1 month, you are going to cover one subject, right? Next month, another subject will start. I take economics and current affairs. Other faculties who are dedicated, who are experienced, who are from the top offline institutes of Delhi, they'll be teaching you, they'll be guiding you. So see, the pattern will be like, we are going to start from 22nd July, a batch, this batch, where live classes will start. You get the recorded lectures also, recordings also. If you are in college or if you are working, you will get the recorded lectures also. And it is explained in very simple language. You get the books for all the subjects. This course is valid for 2.5 years, where live classes, they go for 1 year, they run for 1 year. After that, in the next upcoming days, you will get the recordings. Current affairs classes, CSAT. CSAT is becoming very, very tough these days. Basically, we are going to cover CSAT as well. Everything in CSAT and in live format. Classes happen at 6 p.m. So if you're working somewhere, it will be comfortable for you to join. 2.5 hours every day, we are going to have a dedicated lecture. Now, don't think of it, don't think that I'm a salesman or a marketing person. No, I'm just a teacher who is informing about the course and how you can avail discount and my personalized guidance. Just my final words and my departing words for you will be that please apply the Vasu Live admission discount code, as it is going to give you maximum discount. Not just that, my guidance also will be unlocked. And if you have any question whatsoever, Vasu Katara Study IQ, this is the Telegram group. Go on Telegram app, search this group, you'll find my group and come join it. I'll take whatever doubts you have so that I can make your UPSC preparation a very easy, a very simplified, and a very joyous journey. Good luck. Thank you for watching this session. I pray to God that you clear the exam, you work hard, you succeed. Good luck. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat. Thank you.